Will our children be able to enjoy such calm and colorful day when they grow up? This question do not arise from paranoia or superstition, but from the fact and awareness of the exponential increase of frequency and intensity of destructive climate catastrophes across our planet. We, the participants of ALLATRA, are united in that we are not afraid to ask such a question concerning the future of humanity and its global security. We boldly raise these issues publicly. We are fearless in acknowledging and stating the reality of today, which signals a catastrophic intensification of the global climate crisis. It's heartbreaking to realize how many climate tragedies are unfolding right at this very moment. Even the most beautiful warm May Day is still overshadowed by tragedy because we know how much sorrow and suffering climate catastrophe brings to different parts of our planet on the very same day. And we are united in the understanding that this climate catastrophe will sooner or later occur in the place where we, our families, and our children are. And this motivates us to take action immediately. We are united in the knowledge that addressing the global critical climate crisis requires bringing together the best scientists of the world at one table, and we understand that achieving this is only possible through raising awareness of this issue on an international scale. We are committed to drawing the global community's attention to this issue of climate change precisely because we understand that this issue could take away our future very soon. To prevent this, we are taking action. We act with a purpose. Our goal is for our children to one day walk the street of Prague or any other city, perhaps hand in hand with their own children. We envision the future where they can truly enjoy the same bright May days. The scent of lilac and chestnut, all without feeling internal anxiety, to have beautiful, stable future, a future that we have ensured for them. We act to make such a peaceful, bright days a reality for all humanity, for the inhabitants of our entire planet, in every corner. ALLATRA International Public Movement expresses solidarity and support for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These goals represent a global call to action for all states and nations to enhance humanity's well-being and ensure the protection of our planet. ALLATRA volunteers are those who practically implement the United Nations Sustainable Development Program. And today, when we talk about the participants of ALLATRA International Public Movement, we are speaking of millions of people whose voices have echoed and continue to echo vital information, truth, for many, many years. These are millions of fearless hearts whose highest value are freedom and democracy. These are the millions of steps we have taken together towards a better future for every person on Earth. But unfortunately, our journey has not been easy. Over the past 10 years, we have regularly faced slanders and misinformation aimed at us. We have been labeled and falsely accused of action we never committed. We have been humiliated, ridiculed, and subjected to fabricated criminal charges. Participants from some countries have faced brutal persecution and harassment, unfortunately. As a result of this persecution, some participants who we would very much like to have with us today are still unable to be here. In some nations, The activities of ALLATRA have been legally restricted, preventing residents from accessing vital information about the climate. Scientists there have had to stop their valuable work and cannot participate in the necessary climate research. Why? We often ask this question ourselves. Why does such an injustice occur? In every country, we operate strictly within the law, harming no one and infringing on no one's rights. All we do is striving as human beings to uphold and protect our right to life. There were many questions, and this April, we finally received the long-awaited answer. This was made possible thanks to an investigation, the result of which were announced by respected expert in intelligence and national security, Dr. Egan Chalakian. It is a great joy and honor for us that Dr. Chalakian is here with us today. Thank you for revealing the key findings of investigation meticulously carried out over the last 30 years. Thanks to this investigation, we now understand the force behind the persecution and oppression of the participants of ALLATRA International Public Movement. We have learned how deeply this force has infiltrated all spheres of our society, intending to destroy democracy worldwide and establish its totalitarian regime. Thank you, Dr. Chalakian, for bravely defending the interests of both ALLATRA participants and democracy and freedom at large in this world. And now I want to wholeheartedly thank you, dear participants of the ALLATRA movement. On this challenging journey, you have proven to be stronger above all the slander and persecution. But we do not give up, and we, ALLATRA, will not stop for a moment. We have no doubt that truth will prevail. Already we see it starting to resonate louder and clear thanks to the action of each one of us. And we know that for now, forces opposes us and will continue to try for some time. But we also know that they have been exposed. And it is only a matter of time before they are held accountable for their action. We, ALLATRA participants, will not remain silent either. We will assist with the investigation and the legal proceedings because we have been persecuted for 10 years. And some of us continue to face persecution and harassment today. It is our duty to ensure that humanity learns the truth. And we will speak the truth so the whole world will know that. Because we are ALLATRA, we have always stood and we will continue to stand for the future of humanity, for freedom and democracy. Thank you very much.